Hi, and welcome to CyberOne Training and Certification. If you're here for training today, but you're interested in learning more about our certification program, as always, just reach out to your account manager or email us at support@cb1security.com. Today we're in policy management, and we're looking at the different ways you can collaborate on policy review or editing on the CyberOne platform. So let's go ahead and get into the platform to begin our training. All right, so here we are back in the platform, and as always, we're going to use our drop-down menu on the right-hand side to select the module, Policy Management in this case, and we're in the Policies tab already. And what we're going to do is we're going to open one of our policy records. And here we're going to show you how you can add light users and or power users to collaborate on your policy review. So as you'll see already, we do have a couple of contacts here in the system. So we always keep track of the author, that's the primary person responsible for the policy, and then the reviewer, who would be the point of contact for the policy committee, or your team leader who approves the policies and allows them to be published. So if we want to add additional contacts, we can just go to the policy contacts section, and we can add a new policy contact just by clicking the new policy contact button. Now from the policy contacts button, we can add light users. However, they will not be able to access the record in the main CyberOne platform unless they are a power user. So a user that is licensed in this case to access the CyberOne platform as opposed to the CyberOne portal. Policy contacts that are light users will and are added to these records will only receive notifications of all of the activity that is happening around a policy record as it's sent out through our notifications process. For example, when a policy is submitted for approval, if a policy contact is added here, they will receive that information. Or if a policy exception is submitted through the portal, they would also receive that information. So the policy contacts can do two things. For our light users, this could be a role base where this might be a senior leader who just wants to understand what the workflow is and see the progress around the policy record. Or if it's a power user, then by adding them as a policy contact here, then you can enable them to see this record and edit and review it with you. So to do that, what we do is we go to New Policy Contact. And again, we can just select the policy, select the person that we want to here, and then we click Save. And now they've been added to our policy, as you can see, our policy record, and they'll have that viewing capacity if they're a power user, or notification capacity if they're a light user. If you're not sure whether you have the contact in the system, first of all, as a light user, you can just go to the contacts section by opening up the plus sign on your horizontal tabs bar and going to the contacts tab. And here you can see all of your light user contacts. And if you're not sure if they're a power user or not, you can just email support@cb1security.com as always, or you can contact your team leader to find out. Okay, so the other way that you can collaborate on policies then, if you have power users in the system, is to go to the policy document itself and enable the contact to see the policy. And we do this by going to that policy document, as we see here. We just click on that. And then in the Files section, we click on the policy again. And now you see we have the opportunity to share this with different power users. Again, these have to be users on the CyberOne risk management platform, so we can share these with any contacts in the organization that have that power user license. That will enable them to also see the document, any documentation attached to the policy record, different versions, and to upload and download if you're doing editing in documents. And the good thing about doing this on the CyberOne platform is if you are editing in documents, every time you upload, you will be able to create a new version and you can comment on that so people know what you've done. Okay, so if we go back to our policy record, last thing we want to show you is once you've added the policy contacts, then they will be listed again in the policy contact section, so you can always see who has eyes on your policy record and open that up or limit it as necessary. Okay, so that concludes our training today. Those are the different ways you can add people to edit or review or collaborate with you on building out your policy documents. Thank you very much.